Good day, everyone. So today I want to talk about the importance of statutory fees when buying a house and land in Lagos. First of all, I would say that it amazes me how a first-time home buyer, let me assume you're a first time, and then you're being told that after the cost of the land, you're supposed to pay for other charges, and you're like, why do I have to pay for that? And then a consistent buyer, that one is the one that used to shock me the most, just come and be like, why do I have to pay? The statutory fee is too much. This is too much. But the truth about it is, when you buy a car and you don't do proper documents, once you're stopped on the road, you know what's going to happen. So why don't you just take time and do these things to avoid any other things that will happen for you in the future? Now, I'm going to give you advantages of doing this through a real estate company or buying this through land grabbers or omanile, anyhow you call it. First of all, we have four major other fees that you're supposed to pay for when buying a house and a land. Number one is when buying a house, that one is just one. When buying a house, agency fee. You probably have to come to an agreement with your agent. Some do 10%, some do 5%. It all depends on the house and then the discussion with the agent at the end of the day. When you're buying, this is when you're buying a fully built house, like that is just pay and parking or pay and just moving in few months. That's different. But when you're buying a land or an off-plan project in Lagos, three things are involved. You're talking about the legal fee, which is also known as deed of assignment, and you're talking about the survey, and you're also talking about the infrastructural development levy. I'm going to break this down for you. The development levy covers for the amenities, facilities that's going to be in the estate, the development of the estate. That's really not supposed to be what you're taking care of. That's some filling and then street light and so many other things. Some, when it comes to land, they do primary development and secondary development, which means that the primary could cover for just estate, gatehouse, and then head road and some other stuff. But when it comes to the secondary, they could say facilities such as security and then so many other stuff. But some just do it once. You really do not have to pay for it again. It depends on the company and their own rules and regulations. That's for development levy. Surveyor this is when you're buying through a company. Surveyors, we make it easy for you in the sense that you have to they need to measure the size of your plot for you, and it has to be documented. So for this to be done, the company have a surveyor already in place, so they just give you a fee that you're paying for that, which on a norm from companies is way affordable than when you're doing it outside. Now, the third one, which is deed of assignment, a legal documentation, legal fee, that's transfer of ownership between the company and the buyer. That's to say that, okay, this person transfer this square meter to this person. So that's the legal fee and the company also take charge of that because they already have a legal person in place that's gonna do that. But when it comes to land grabbers, see, I have a land on ground now that is not company land, that is supposed to be like that somebody has to buy. But this is what is involved. He has to come with a surveyor. He has to come with his own legal person, and he's paying all that. They could charge him per percentage. They could charge him way higher than any other thing because they need to change the name that, okay, you have bought this land from this community, or this land that this community sold to this person, to this person. Do you understand? So it comes with a lot of stress when you're buying outside from a real estate, like outside that is not from a real estate company. You have a lot to do and you spend more. Now, we make it easy for you to tell you that, okay, aside from the cost of the land, for legal fee, mostly I've noticed that, except if it is a land that has C of O or governor's consent or something, the fees might be a bit higher. Or some, they do all inclusive. But when it comes to small, all those lands that is in Ekpe for land banking, most of the time, most of them do the legal fee for 50,000 or 100,000 per plot. Then when it comes to survey, they could do like 150, 500, or 250, depends. Then when it comes to development, it goes as far as 750 or 500, or some, it depends. So I think it makes it easy for, and these are charges that you can pay conveniently without extra charges. It depends, also depends, because some companies could tell you that if you're on outright payment of 3 months, you, after paying for the cost of the land, you're paying that all those statutory fee within that 3 months as well. But some will give you the grace that says, okay, we could give you 2 months extra, or you can pay at your convenience, and you can also pay installment without extra costs. So these are 3 or 4 major fees that are important when buying for land. You need to look out for it. See, if you're buying a land and somebody is telling you that it's 800,000 or it's 1 million naira, you're not paying for any other fee, you should be worried actually. Especially when you're buying from a company, you should be worried, because how do I buy a land and it's not transferred into my name, and I don't have a survey that shows that this is the size of the plots that I've bought and any other thing? So you really need to ask questions, and when you ask and agents are telling you that you have to pay for these fees at your convenience, that's one good thing I like about it. At your convenience, I think you should take it, because you're not telling me that you have to buy a land and the size of the land is not shown, is not documented, the transfer of ownership is none of your business, and development of the estate shouldn't be your problem. No, because if at the end of the day the estate becomes habitable and you're not getting the infrastructures that, once you don't pay for all these statutory fees, you're not going to be physically allocated. You're not going to be part of the client that they will physically allocate. So these are the things, that the important fees that are supposed to be paid after land. I hope this is helpful, and if you need my help to get a land and you feel like, okay, or something, I've gotten questions, or you have some questions to ask about these things, you can actually comment below. Thanks. You can like and share my video and subscribe to my channel. Thank you.